Welcome back to Will to Power and Alpha Centauri and Happy New Year 2025. Welcome to the future, right? So in this game we are playing Deirdre and the Gaians. They are cool, different faction that should be using lots of worms and planet rating, which we have at 0 because I picked up Democratic, and in VTP Democratic is penalized with minus support and minus planet. But we will be using them and we will be upping the planet. I'm actually using it now in Zakarov's game in Tinker mode, and the worms are pretty strong once when you get to +4 planet there. Worms have their 3 to 2, so 50% attack bonus when attacking, right? Here it's now 20% in the last VTP patch, so they are a bit nerfed, but they will be plenty strong still, especially if we manage to get these secret projects and things to upgrade them. We have been talking a bit about early game and how to play in Discord. And one thing that popped up is building first transport foil instead of foil ship. The thing about transport foil is that when it pops up the pods, it can get ancient artifact. And you can get even units like rovers in a pod, so you can disembark them on land. But I didn't think about that at all. That's maybe an interesting option. Although with Gaians you can pick this foil ship, and then if you find Isle of the Seas you can capture them. Transport ship cannot do that. So it's not bad thing what I've done here. We have also talked about settling and about building more farmers. In general I try to have one farmer per base. Eventually if I have good base with minerals I build a couple more. So this time I will try to build like 1.5 farmer per base, I think. We are building one here. And we have one per base. There is none in capital because we start with 2. This is new base. Next build is then farmer. This one or this one? I'll build the better one. And we are building one here. So gonna try to stick 1.5 to improve our mid game. Eventually there comes a time and we will get weather paradigm where you simply don't have enough farmers. Currently this base is working all 5 tiles and I was trying to do a good job. Primary thing that you need to do is to make sure that all the tiles you work are improved. And here they are all improved. Here we have this monolith. But soon we need a second tile and I maybe will not be able to improve it in time. We are barely keeping up. If we have high growth, we will not be able to improve everything. And then the third thing that we talked about, and I mean, I know about it, but I try not to play like that a bit intentionally. So the one thing that you want when you are settling, you want to settle far, like Morgan did here, so that you reserve and claim land. And then you fill back in. It's a bit OP and a bit of a cheating, although you can get in trouble. If you settle base here, you may, for example, lose it if you cannot defend it too far away. So there is a point into building a bit closer and compact, also less inefficiency. At this point, we can now place, for example, one base very offensively, like here, and cut off the land, and one here. Could do that perhaps, and then we fill up in the middle. Even though we have plenty of space, honestly, we can build 20 plus bases here, I think. Near 20 anyway. We will see about that. Here we are trying to build one recreation commons. That's one option. The other option is just to build up a colony pod, which is probably better than doing recreation commons. The weather paradigm goes here. We want this secret project. It's great for us, and then it will help even more with farmers. And maybe I can rush this one. I can. So building farm here and, I don't know, solar. In vanilla you would build a forest, of course. And actually this guy is building forest, right? There is a point to building both, to be honest. In VTP you will not go wrong with farm because farm gives 2 food. But I'll leave the forest since it's almost complete. And the rest are all on expansion then. That's it, not much to do. We have treaty with everyone. We could try to trade a tech or 2, but I think they will refuse the trade because there are secret projects around. Let's try and get moving then. So we get industrial economics, energy banks. This is a great facility, we will want this. And free market, which we actually cannot use as Deirdre. She is forbidden to use this one because it's so damaging to planet. But we do get this increased commerce from treaties and pacts. Here you see I'm trying to be on time, so new base, we almost have forest finished, so we are doing decently. And there it's done, so the tile is improved. So now we don't have any other good food tiles. We will have eventually the ones on the sea, but here we can build a farm. And you go to the place with highest elevation, like this. So we can place good solar. We have 0 planet, so we cannot capture worms now. We may as well go back. And rush this guy. Always good idea to rush farmers. They pay off quickly. Let me check what's the cost of this. So 400. And we are producing 16. 16 times 20 is 320. So we are about 300 minerals. And we can... I think these guys will add 50 minerals. If I can finish the project without sacrificing them, we can discover 2 technologies with them. Or I could get Empath Guild. I would rather do that. Our Trans Defender is doing a great job. That's the second worm killed. And we have Sensor Array that we placed here. I'm gonna place a forest here. We don't like too much fungus. Eventually we can plant fungus and we will do it. But early on fungus is more damaging to us. Come meet us on Discord, of course. So he suggested to use the copter more aggressively to scout. And I actually did do a bit of that here this time. We could discover this land here probably with copter. Just needed to be full health. Because you can crash the copter a couple of times before it dies. Gaia's landing can use 1 more pop, so it grows in 10 turns. Yeah, I was going to calculate that, I forgot about it. So I did a quick math. I may be wrong, but if I do this, I'm losing 3 minerals. And it will be more. I'm losing 4 because I have recycling tanks. And that is what I'm losing for basically 3 turns. That is for 10 turn of growth, so it's 30-40 minerals. But if I grow faster like this, provided that I improve this tile, then I would be having 6 minerals more, which would in 3 turns add 18 more. And we are probably net minus, but we would have a bit more pop. So it's about the same. Although I cannot even be sure to build a mine here, to be honest. I probably will not make it. So I will stay on this. I'm building solar, go with solar. It doesn't have to be perfectly timed. Gonna keep building colony pods. Deirdre is not great at economy, so taking over the land and growing big will be important. I don't want to be late and screw around too much. Go colony pod as well. This will give us some super drones, but we can handle them, I think. Okay, build base. So we just claimed lots of land. She will probably push us back. This is independent unit. Let's get another farmer. This is a bit greedy. I should maybe go for scout. But let's hope that we can do it. One thing that I didn't count on is that I can probably do this. And this should be worth it, provided that I build a mine here. It's only 1 mineral loss for 2 food. But I do need to build that mine ASAP. Are those the drones? Okay, he expanded a lot already. Yeah, drones are scary. Let's keep going. She grew. So our next base is going perhaps somewhere here. Let's say here. I could place it here, for example. Let's try to trade. Oh, she accepted. So we get the access to Command Nexus and Police State. She wants a pact, yes. Cool. So pact is always good for trading. Now she wants to trade more techs. We'll just trade everything. Skunkworks, also interesting for us. We will need some of the conventional units under the same terms. So that's C1. Let's try to give her E1. Laser and Com Jammer. And non-linear mathematics for empathy. Okay. Full Impactor and Holo Theater. And I like to make a pact with a couple of AIs early because they give you the map. So we can see her here. That's her land. Okay, she developed decently. Mines here. That's interesting. Farms give 2 food, so this is good combo. 2-4. She can produce stuff. Although no energy. Colony pod. Lots of units, lots of farmers. That's good. All tiles are improved. AI is doing good. Here you can see the C is improved. C colony pod. Yeah, I do like these C pods too much. We also have 1-1. That's beautiful. Sparta have 3 prototypes, so she's doing that. Merchant exchange here and recycling tanks. Yeah, that's a good base. That's why she got merchant exchange. So this AI is doing surprisingly well. I'm glad to see that. I guess we can use Spartans to kill Morgan. Although strong Sparta is perhaps scary in a war, she has high morale. She's good counter to Deirdre. We can be friends with her if we pick power. Now we have lots of tech. We can try to trade with someone else. Let's talk to Akizeta. She wants comms. No, I'll just deny them. Yeah, see, she wants to trade. Network node planned. We can do this, but that's maybe tanking too much. For +1 growth, +1 industry. But I will want to do it eventually. I think I will do it near the end of the project. Let's rush this guy. So we are building 4 colony pods. 5. That's 5 extra bases that will double our base count. And I can rush this as well. Okay, I think we are doing great. Turn complete. Spartans met Chadon, I guess. No? Nice. Here we have no choice. Like another former or another unit. I could even build a prototype. It wouldn't be the worst idea. Let's get it here. It's like a side base. That's not very important. So mine is done in 4 turns. And we grow in 3. But we will get like a turn or 2 extra on this switch. Going well so far. AI is not building secret projects. As far as I can see, right? Yeah, nothing is being built. 14 turns. Let's keep going. Command center by Santiago. Oh, that would be scary. Okay, mine done. And we grew 12 turns. So now if I switch here like this, that's 9 turns and some eco damage. That's a bit unfortunate. I hope it will not activate. Could have also used perhaps this thing. 9 turns. Well, it's 3 turns, it's a lot. And this is as much as you can go, so no super drones and we can have 6 pop. We just track commons and police unit, which is cool. It was somewhat recent change in Will to Power, so it buffed early game. But as you keep getting these super drones, facilities and police will weaken up. So you need to start using slider. This base is already having troubles. Got to use 2 doctors. Oh no, let's try to kill this. Okay, it worked. If I build another base, I could probably screw up myself by getting a drone here. But it's probably worth it. Could rush, for example, this one, and I'll do it. Oh, native life increase dramatically. More worms, that's a trouble. I will upgrade this unit. Yeah, you cannot upgrade it to 1-1. 1-1T, I hate that. I think we could do it before, but something changed. I will try to escort this colony pod, now it's dangerous. Ah, sweet, kelp expanded here. Solar. I think we can expect to lose some farmers, probably. 8 turns. Now watch worm killing one of these. Turn complete. Ah, there's one here. So we are going to take the land here to push Morgan a bit more out. Here we have like a natural fungus border. We need a base here. And that's finished. So 117. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. 7 turns. We don't even have to force like this, but I'll keep it like that. All of our bases are working improved tiles, so we are doing great. We have some of these monoliths, like a number of them. Last time we didn't have any, so that helps. Turn complete. We also have lots of roads this time around. I will terraform level this. Want to remove rocky. And here we use river, like a road. Rocky and rainy, good place for a mine. So if you want to min-max, it's good to have mines. 6 turns. I think rush this one. Just Control H. Then it's probably now a good time to be building a creation commons, since that's quite a few bases. So we set base here, I guess. It's not a bad place, not great, but it's okay. Yeah, so she plays the base here, as we said. But we are cutting her off. Well, who cares, we will be greedy a bit. We don't like robots. And this is Borg, so the worms will not attack for sometimes. Maybe they sometimes just walk into you accidentally. I'm not sure anymore. That's a new base. This one. I don't know, maybe it's not okay to build these, but I will build them anyway. Let's hope for it to be a good decision. There is quite a bit of fungus around. Oh, this will be pretty close to her. We have this tile as well. 4 turn to finish this. So I can switch, and this is still 4 turn. Bit more growth, bit less chance to fungus pop. Could even rush it, not yet. And we are saving 2 of these. If this goes this well, I will build the Empathic Guild if possible. Let's keep going. Shadow. Oh, he wants to attack Pirate. No, screw you. Let's go next turn. Look at that, he's entering our land. And Pirate built a base here. Yeah, he took these flats. And then he will now have land tiles to work. That's good for him. I will rush this thing. So we removed Rocky, so go farm. That's a new base. And the farmer. And rush it. Empty base, but he has this thing. Oh, he doesn't have much land actually. Well, that's not good for the drones. They don't have the best of starts. That's cool for us. And these guys are building 2 secret projects. Okay, we won. That's good. Next turn we are getting the weather paradigm. So that's a great catch for us. And we almost have the prototype as well. And let's go next turn.
I shall not confront planet as an enemy, but shall accept its mysteries as gifts to be cherished. Nor shall I crudely seek to peel the layers away like the skin from an onion. Instead, I shall gather them together as the tree gathers the breeze. The wind shall blow and I shall bend. The sky shall open and I shall drink my fill. Gaian Acolyte's Prayer.
So the weather paradigm is probably one of the best secret projects in the game, because you get it early and it's really efficient. So you get 50% terraforming speed, so it's not doubled, it's 50%. For example, borehole that takes 18 turns will now take 12, and then so it's like having 1.5 farmer, not like 2 farmers working the same task. It will not move farmed from 4 to 2 turns. We do have access to condensers, boreholes and natural mirrors. Condensers are especially strong since they improve the quality of your land massively, and then the others will also get useful soon. Raise and lower terrain and also drill to aquifer, which I think we will be doing. Great secret project. So we grow in 4 turns. I can get easy Holo Theater in 3 and then go for another secret project. Ideally I would like the Empath Guild, so let's do that. I don't want to be too aggressive towards Morgan, not yet at least. So that's quick growth, and then you can use this. We do need lots of farmers because we can now build condensers, so having extra is worth it. Lots of work to do with land, although our support is low. For that reason, it would make even sense to, I don't know, grow a bit more, settle these bases and switch out of democratic to have more support. We'll see about that. Probably good idea to rush this. So that's a prototype. Synth metal armor, so he cannot catch us unprepared. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he attacks us. I will rush this next turn. Let's keep going. That's a prototype. I'm gonna stash it, I think, in this base. This one is likely to get attacked. So we are apparently leading here, since we have, I think, so many bases and population. And we are in democratic, that certainly helps. So, Holo Theater, there are lots of useful things to build, but I'll go to Empath Guild, I think. I mean, even getting Command Nexus would be excellent for us. But let's try this and I will rush this thing. Yeah, it will not allow me. This should be fixed. Well, okay. I would want to overflow to go to the next thing. Then I will rush this thing. And here I want track commons. At this point I believe we need some army and we need probes. Since we have a border here, like this is US and Canada. And here, I don't know, something. Spartans, Vendetta, Morganites. And there you go. And they destroy the base. No. So Morgan is crying already. I think Morgan is getting killed this game. So he was so strong last game and this one he will die. He even started in the jungle, so he cannot complain. I'm really glad this time that he actually built hub complexes. I complained about that in the last game. He was way too late. Now it's 2171 and he already has this pop. So that's a huge improvement. Now we were greedy for land. Now let's get a couple of good bases, like here. Gonna settle one right here. But then I need to kill this form. And we will conquer Morgan terraforming. So let's use our units. Oh, look at him. Dude, move away. He could attack me. And that's bureaucracy, okay. Beyond 10 bases. Now that's a lot, but it should be because we have high efficiency. Like it's +3 efficiency, otherwise it would be 6 bases, I think. We are playing at Transcend. Yeah, as you can see, we only have one guide here. So efficiency, it's massive here actually. We will get super drone somewhere, we'll see where. It's not guaranteed, but probably we will get it. This will be our scout. Or we could use the chopper to actually hopefully kill this guy. Yes. Now this base will build another farmer. Let's get you 1-1. This will be escort unit. We can, for example, talk to Spartans. They might call us, let's see. And she has cast to help her and we will do that. Maybe we get a plus. I don't know, but we will try. And attack. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Morgan has plus 30% planet. What did he pick? He cannot have cybernetic. Is he using green? What the hell is plus 30%? I don't have any probes. That's unfortunate. I'm not now ready. But I believe he's not a danger to us. 28 for Empath Guild. But I will probably cash in these two. I rush this. Recreation Commons as well. We will grow these bases. Expand more. 7 pop. And no super drones. That's cool. So this base is maxed. Even this. 137. 22 turns. Good V1. Lucky setup. Nope. And that's the first pop. Yeah, that was quick. Solar collector destroyed. Yeah, we lost this tile. And only 3%. But okay. 27 production is a lot. That's good for us. Now we can go back and heal easily. I would like a sea base here to control this. And we pretty much improved everything. Wow, that was quick. Harry, another farmer. If I keep having like a decent number of these like I have, I can build condensers soon. And this awful land will become much better. So Sparta just settled. Oh, 3 farm. This is quickly. I usually get this late, but somehow we got it this time. Earlier, 3 farm and more commerce from treaties and pacts. This is of course great, but it is expensive and we don't have many forests. Well, let's see if we get any money actually. Oh, yes, we do. Now this is great to have. So commerce is positive. I guess we are going here with the base. You can settle even closer, but I don't want to build ICS. This should be okay. Okay, very green, base 50. Oh no, why are you here? And can we rush this? Yes. 1 to 1. It's not much of a unit, it's probably better to have this one. He cannot do anything if he take this base, he's way too far away. And he has to fight Santiago. Santiago settled this base, so she took the land. Next turn. Forest destroyed. Ah, that's another pop. So that's the second pop. I've been getting many of these. We are getting clean minerals limit, so it's good to start fighting fungus. Although when lots of worms pop up, you are in trouble. Oh, barely. At least we won. I would now probably build a children's scratch, but it's just not worth it. Let's go slowly for the second tanks. Could even build probes, but I should probably use a better base like this one. I need to rush this thing, but don't have money. So we are going with base. I think here it's okay. Some spacing, not too much. A farmer. And then this one can go here. This base gonna build a probe or 2. If I rush this, cannot. Rushing is more expensive in a build to power, so you cannot abuse rushing as much. Yeah, this base is really unhappy. It's annoying. Let's go colony pod. And that's another base. Scout patrol should be just fine. No, I will heal, but I cannot get to here. Yeah, screw you. Let's try with this. Chadon probably is trying to kill the tower. I will place the base here somewhere. I just don't have an escort unit now. That's annoying. I would like a base here. Or somewhere like here. I guess it goes here. It's risky to attack. Let's try it. We have some advantage. No, we don't. Okay, he will give us Explore 4 tech. Let's say yes. Okay, this is an alien tech. So we get sulfuric gas pods, sea lurk, spore launcher. All of these are useful and increase nutrient production. He wants a pact. Let's just trade maps. And we will not give him anything really. Interestingly enough, he didn't pick up these pods. That's surprising. Santiago wants to talk to Svensgaard. Okay, 40. So one planet rating is 15% of combat bonus. That means that Morgan is using green and he has a 30%. It's unusual for him to be using green, but it's a smart decision. I guess he doesn't have access to free market. Or perhaps he knows that I have worms. In any case, that means that we cannot break through with one worm and this one that's heavily damaged. We will need to build a couple of units and probe teams. which is fine. I thought that I could just like take over this base in a second, but doesn't seem like it. He will be busy fighting Spartans. Meanwhile, we need this scout patrol here finished. I'll move this one. Empath Guilds is only 18 turns to finish, so that's good. 97. I will rush this, and then we build these probes. It's much easier when you see what they have, or where you can steal techs and have better weapons. And then we will see what he has if we finish Empath Guild, but that's 18 turns. Rush this as well. Otherwise we continue developing and expanding. Can we rush this? No. Next turn, like we are using a ton of these specialists. And Akizeta is a friend still, so I think we are good. Just gotta be a bit careful. Let's go next turn. Oh, someone. Santiago. I didn't want this, but it happens. Shadow or Domai, we don't like either. And we can actually decide who wins. I'll choose Jadon. I can handle him easier than I think Domai. Domai has a huge potential, so I don't want Domai to get strong. He just started Command Nexus. It's 2177. Watch him now finish that thing in 10 turns. We cannot move here in our land due to zone of control. This is something that I would like to have changed. I'll maybe make a suggestion to developer. If we can make rules, for example, that zone of control doesn't project from when not in war or over the borders like this. It's weird. Another colony pod finished. We are sending this one, I think, here. So this one can maybe go to this side. At this point I already need recreation commons. So gonna try building them. Gonna place the base here. It's a good strategic base. Flat and moist. Perfect place for sensor array, actually. Gonna rush this. Recreation commons are one of the best things to rush, I think, when you have something like this. Huge benefit. Human genome, 8 turns. He did start this, I think, earlier. He didn't terraform much, but he's building farmers. Has some trouble with worms. Bound planet, that will be a ton of minerals for him. But he spaced the bases a bit far apart. That's good for us. Fungus is creating problems and flatland. But there is plenty of food and energy, and seas are terraformed. Now this is the place where we want a condenser. Next turn.
The genetic code does not and cannot specify.
So we are getting access to gene splicing, gene jack factory, and the living refinery. Yeah, that's a decent wonder. And this is a great thing to have, but expensive. That's a ship, and this is a problem. I don't have any ships. So I think we set here on coast. I could also settle here. But having some coastal cities is good. Go there. Unhappy by default, that's not good. So we are defining our borders. At the moment we still can expand here, a bit more here, and to the west. So this base is now much better. 8 production, so at this point recycling tanks is good. Support is bad, but we will switch out of growth eventually, and support will be better. By growth I mean democratic, since we are using this +2 growth and then we have -3 support. I need not to forget, we want to go to planned, at least for a short amount of time. It's probably good time now. So because we are tanking our economy only slightly, let's do it. Just to check this. 15 turns. I guess it will be 13 or 14. Yeah, 14. It's only one turn. So I could get one of these. I don't think Human Genome Project is good enough to really go for it. Untalent is nice, but it's nothing great. This is tempting, but I can build command centers on my own. It's real nice to have, but it's not that important. This is also nice to have, but not that important. And this is really good to have. Free Infiltrator. This also counters Hunter Seeker to some extent, as you can see what they are building. Wars are much easier. It's way easier to play when you can see what AI is doing. And then we will use this to win a council position, and then get a lot of money, take the money away from AI, and we can use council proposals to get some advantage. I think this is the best choice. Probably nobody is threatening to take it, so we don't have to sacrifice these. Need to be on top of micro. This base wants to rebel. Since we have +1 industry, everything else will be built a bit faster, so that's good. Okay, native life returns to normal. That's a lot of units. We have one synth metal here, but it will not save us here as well. We will need to update our defense. I don't think she's aggressive, but you never know, AI is crazy. Another base, this one is a bit more distant. I could actually add a base here. Not the worst idea to destroy this. Weaken the base. Gonna need one ship, but not in this base, I guess. Every base needs a farmer, so we'll do that. I think we are doing super great. We are actually on top with the AI. And that's because we spammed colony pods and ton of farmers, and now we have the weather paradigm, speeding up everything. So to a large extent, we are in a good position due to more farmers and more colony pods than I usually build. I mean, it's a bit obvious thing to do. Although in previous games, at times I was intentionally playing a bit unoptimal, because it's like easy to go ICS or something and use those stupid OP strategies, and the AI is just not designed to deal with that. If you build here 15 bases instead of 7, of course you have more than AI, and then you can overrun them. So I was trying to play fair, and this is also fair. It's just better than what we were doing with Miriam, for example. And that's mostly due to settling. I'm settling a bit closer, 3 tiles instead of 4 tiles apart. But the AI can do as well. We'll just defend in the base. 6 turns, that's cool. I could try to use the chopper to kill this thing. Let's see. Yeah, sure. It wasn't very useful anymore anyway. Okay, beyond 7 bases, our efficiency is now low. 3-2, we can grow, why not? We are still building some colony pods, and we will need more. So farm here, this is on top of a nutrient resource, and then we'll be building a condenser. So we are turning everything into rainy, just need a bit more time. Okay, we won, that's great. Yeah, this is cool. So you can guarantee growth and then switch to forests. Recycling tanks for some reason, which we don't need. Recreation commons. They are becoming more important since we are starting to have more drones. We are getting some commerce money, that's good. This base is using lots of minerals. Cannot rush this, 1600. But I will rush these black commons. That's a super drone. And see, now we have a problem. Cannot fix that easily. That's why you need red commons. Now some of the bases will be hit with super drones. It's a bit random. We are lucky that this base doesn't have super drones yet. 118. I think this number was higher. Next turn. Okay, I don't like her getting here. Triple energy this turn. That's an event. You can get ton of energy. Like ideally you would switch to work these. I don't know, I don't really want to micro. Lots of energy lost. That's due to using plant. So if we are not building units, then we either want recycling tanks or children's scratch, since children's scratches are now so expensive. I guess we better build recycling tanks than either children's scratch or one of these two. Yeah, as Deirdre, we should actually focus biology labs probably a lot. Holo theaters are a must as well. Biolab is cheap, go for it. That's our science boost. Another base. Another super drone. So as you can see now, this police unit, it simply cannot handle 2 citizens like it could before. It's fixing this one and it's turning this super drone into a drone, but then you need something else like facilities. Unfortunately, that means that I have to shut this down. Can use the money to rush. No. 62. Rushing is more expensive in will to power, but we will rush these when we have enough money. So recycling tank's almost done here. That's a lot of energy. Empath guild only 10 turns. Lots of units in. I think she may be trying to kill. Oh my god, look at this. He settled here. Oh, didn't expect this. I mean, it's junk land. Wow, that's a move. Treaty, treaty, treaty. Democratic green. She's a pacifist. I can rush this guy. And let's do one more turn. See what happens. Should be probably nothing. Okay, the worm approached. And I think this is probably a good point to finish this episode. I think we did pretty strong in early game, so we have lots of bases, well developed. We grew a lot thanks to good terraforming and democratic. We now even have planned. So we are building all this stuff quickly, although our economy is junk. Net income is actually great, 56 is a lot, but research is of course slower, 20 turns. That doesn't matter, we'll try to get techs, probably steal them from Morgan, and I think I can keep these two, so we will build 2 network nodes and link these to get 2 techs. That part goes well, but regarding military, we are super weak. So we will be working on improving our military, I think, very soon. As I'm afraid if I get attacked, I'm in trouble. We will see about that in next episode. We are also started doing advanced terraforming, first condensers are coming. Should be going pretty well. Thank you for watching this episode and see you in the next one.